Live, very serious.
That dangerous, potentially life-threatening weather is
major life-threatening storm. Darragh.
3 million people in the area with
nationwide
red warning received a government
weather
alert
forecast.
to their
Okay,
phones.
24.
It's about the danger posed by the storm. The warning came into effect at 3 a.m. in place until 11 o'clock this morning, covering
spot down
western
there.
and southern coastal regions of Wales.
7th of December today.
In England.
Saturday morning.
Red weather warning means there is a danger to life and people are being urged to stay indoors. The Met Office is warning of significant disruption with wind gusts of up to 90 miles per hour already recorded. Well, let's go to Thomas, who's in Penarth in Wales. Morning to you, Thomas. I know we've seen from one of our correspondents in Bangor this morning some of the extreme conditions. What are you seeing and hearing there?
So yeah, I think the biggest thing is all the travel disruption that's already been caused by Storm Darragh. The 2 Severn bridges are closed in both directions. Cardiff Airport is going to remain closed until at least midday. And as I was driving here this morning from the capital, you know, there was a lot of debris on the road across Cardiff, really all the way over to Penarth. There was an uprooted tree as well on one of the main roads on the way down here. But I think actually here in Penarth where I am at the moment, although you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the wind lashing across the sails of the boats here, actually.
Crazy.
I have seen it stormier here in Penarth, but it is causing effect further afield, further across the South Wales coast and West Wales. There are now around up to 40,000 homes now without power, so it's clearly causing an issue across the country. And of course, coupled with that red warning, which is of course the highest category that the Met Office gives for weather warnings, is also an amber alert for rain across most of Wales. And an amber alert for rain,
that's bad news.
Rain will be in place until the end of the day, and that has meant that a number of events across the country here today have been called off prematurely in expectation of this bad weather.
Thomas, for the moment, thank you very much. We're keeping on the weather in Wales particularly because the conditions have been very grim. Thank you.
Sounds like
Let's talk to Sian Williams from Natural Resources Wales now. Sian, good morning to you. Thanks very much. What are you observing and what are you focusing on now as part of Natural Resources Wales?
Well, 2 main things, obviously. We've seen the red warning for wind, and for us, that has meant that we've closed all of our car parks, all of our visitor sites, all of our trails. Particularly, obviously, there's a danger to people walking anywhere near trees and through forests. So we've taken the decision yesterday that we would close all of our sites today. We will be reviewing after the storm has passed any damage and repairing that as quickly as we can afterwards so that we can reopen and allow people to come back as quickly as we can. The other aspect for us obviously is monitoring the rainfall and the river levels. At the moment we've got 53 flood alerts out across Wales and we've got 3 flood warnings. Those are in mid.
Okay.
We expect that rain to continue during the day, and as you said there, that there's an amber warning for rainfall today. So we're keeping a very close eye on river levels.
Probably get a knock-on effect of flooding by tomorrow and Sunday.
During the day, if those river levels rise. Obviously, we've seen very wet weather a couple of weeks ago with Storm Bert. It has rained quite a lot since then as well, so the ground is very wet. We don't expect at the moment the rainfalls to be as high as they were during Storm Bert, but when the rain that we are getting falls on wet ground, there is a potential for the rivers to rise more quickly than they would do if the ground was dry. So we're keeping very close eye on that and we'll be issuing warnings and operating our systems.
I hope so, darling.
Sian, may I ask you, obviously you've had experience of the previous storms, as you were saying, we had Storm Bert. What should people do if, I know there is a warning and they've been told not to leave, but there will be people who will be travelling around.
Not anyone listen to the warning signs, unfortunately.
What are the main words of kind of precaution?
Absolutely, yeah. We obviously you've heard there the wind is howling at the moment up here in North Wales where I am. The wind is very very strong. We are expecting high waves with the high tides today, so we are urging people to stay away from coastlines. Much as the temptation is to go and have a look at the big waves and the storms, please stay away. Make sure that you're safe. The wind combined with
if you get caught in that way, if you get
very dangerous.
caught in that wave, you get pulled out to sea. That's your life gone.
See swollen rivers. Stay away from the rivers. It is very dangerous. Floodwater is extremely dangerous. Don't drive through floodwater. Also, and if you are in a flood area that's prone for flooding, sign up to our warnings. If you haven't done already, you will then receive those warnings through text messages, through your phone. It's very, very easy, and you know we will be keeping an eye on this and letting people know if there is a risk of flooding in their area.
Sian, thank you very much. Sian Williams, Head of Operations Northwest.
There you go.
As well. Thank you.
It's bad one, guys.
7:38 is the time now, so Mike, it has an impact, doesn't it, on sport?
It has already. Yes, it is already having an impact, especially those matches in the West and in Wales. So I'm thinking of fans getting up this morning in Carlisle, planning to travel to Newport for their League Two game. Also fans in Watford planning to go to Cardiff. Oxford fans planning to make the trip to Plymouth and the M5. You don't need to. Stay at home, be safe. Those matches already have been called off. The matches at Newport, Cardiff and Plymouth. Yeah, Storm is having a major impact on the weekend's
bad news, but
in fact already all domestic football and rugby matches in Wales have been postponed now. It was bad enough in the torrential rain last night. This was a warning of what was to come. This was in Newport, South Wales, where the rugby union match managed to go ahead as the Dragons lost to Montpellier in the opening Champions Cup game in the rain. And it was similar over in Bath, where they lost to La Rochelle. It's not so much the action on the pitch that is most badly affected, but the main concern is the fans travelling to and from games, getting in and out of the various grounds. And so I was saying, those fans from as far away as Carlisle and Watford and Oxford, they don't need to travel today. Their matches are off, including, of course, yes, the match at Plymouth in the south.
Well, we'll catch up later.
Because of the red and amber weather warnings.
Wow.
Updating throughout the programme. The historic
I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel on Sign Gems. Mid-force BB Always. Quite a spot that needs some money. That way the needs issues. One, I got a storm today. There'll be more developing stories about it as the day goes by. This morning, this afternoon. So stay tuned to my channel, Sunny Gems. My baby. Take care. Bye now.